Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I have the DJI Mini 4 Pro with me today. I just happened to have it in the car. I'm out at Heroes Park. I was doing some laps around the park, getting some steps in, and it's late. It's about 10 minutes to 5 right now, and the sun is very quickly going down, the winter sun. I think sunset's like 5:15 or something like that. So we're going to put the drone up in the air, and I've just never flown here with these kind of winter conditions, or low light conditions, I guess, sunset. Never been at the park this late. So, I don't know if this will be much, but let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air and let's see what we can see. Okay, I've got the drone fired up. As you can see, we are in normal mode. I see it's down to 89% battery. I charged this battery a few days ago. Yeah, we'll just leave it in 4K 30 frames per second. Check that safety menu. Bypass is on, normal, optimal, return to home. We don't need RTH that high. Let's bring it back down to 35 meters. That's going to be plenty. 120 on the max altitude, no limit on distance, no calibrations needed. Battery's looking good. Yeah, we're going to go to the About page. Let's check for any updates. I don't think there's going to be one, but it's worth checking. Firmware is up to date, so let's get out of there. Let's start recording. Boom, and let's do a takeoff here. Let's do an automated takeoff on the app.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
There's the drone, and it updated the home point. Let's go. Well, I spun it around. I don't know if we'll get a precision landing because I kind of moved off before I took it up very high, but that doesn't matter. We're not worried about that. Let's bring this guy in a little bit. Let's see. The optical avoidance isn't going to let us get too close, is it? Okay, let's back it back up. Bring it back over. Obstacle avoidance wanted to go around us. Okay, I think we need to do our droning now. So let me kind of get this guy pointed the direction I want it to. This is such a great little drone. Dropping that camera down. You can see I'm dressed for the cold here. Reverse it up now. It's a fairly chilly day, although we don't have much wind, which is nice. And you're going to see here, dropping that camera down just a little bit, I'm going to point it towards the setting sun. And gosh, it's nice. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I was out here with the Potensic drone and had all kinds of connection problems and crooked horizon. It's so nice to fly this DJI Mini 4 Pro, and I realize it's a much more expensive drone, but there's that sun that I was telling you about that's going down awful fast. We can head over that way. In fact, let's throw this baby into sport mode. Let's make some time. Full stick forward. Let's head that direction. Straight towards that setting sun. That's looking pretty good right there, isn't it? That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, what I thought of is that I am never out here at this time of day. I'm usually out here earlier in the afternoon or even in the morning. And of course, in the summer, the sun doesn't set till very, very late. But gosh, like I said, I did some laps. I got some steps in just walking around the park. And I realized, hey, I've never flown here, and I looked to see what I had in my car, and I had the Mini 4 Pro here, so enough battery to fly, so why not? I think we ought to try something here. I'm going to get on the other side of the street. Let's see if we can get faced towards the sun, and we're going to do, I think what we need to be is, again, we're in sport mode, so we're going to make some time. I'm going to go across the corner over here and see if I can kind of point it vaguely in the direction of the sun, and maybe we can do just a quick hyperlapse, not a long one, Just a few seconds, but it might look pretty good, I'm thinking. So let me look at the direction I need to point the drone to get it looking into the sun. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's back it up. I'm going to back off the drone a little bit. Move it a little bit sideways here. Okay, and let's set up, we're just going to set up a course lock hyperlapse. So I'm going to stop recording right now. I'm going to click on the little film strip up there. We are going to scroll down to hyperlapse, and we're going to do course lock. And let's see, so the first thing I have to do, I believe, is set the course. So I want to move pretty slow. Whoop. There, okay, I got it set. Okay, so then we are going to, I'm going to drop the camera down. Yeah, let's drop the camera down a little bit, and we're not going to go very long. Let's see, 5 seconds in length. We're going to want to go more than that, so let's do an 8 second. Let's see if we can get that done. So I'm starting now. And the drone will move forward at half a meter per second and move the direction that we're heading right now, and we'll be able to watch, hopefully, the sun go down or nearly close to go down. Let's see, that's going to take about 6 minutes. I'm not going to make you guys sit through the whole thing, so I'll jump back in just right before the end of the hyperlapse here, and yeah, see you in a couple minutes. Okie dokie, we're within 30 seconds of the hyperlapse completing here. I see just in time to see a semi make the corner there. Yeah, about 8 more pictures to go here, and it will synthesize it all together into an 8-second hyperlapse for us. Looked at turned pretty good. I'm anxious to see how much cloud movement we got, etc. But I think this is a good one, and it was a fun time of day to do it. Now, I'm letting the drone synthesize. It'll probably be fine, but before I move off, I always let it finish synthesizing the time-lapse video, and it did. It says video created successfully, so we're going to go back into video mode here. Click on that course lock arrow at the top there. I'm going to scroll down to video, and we're back in video mode, 4K 30. Let's go ahead and start that. Let's just, we're still in sport mode. Let's move straight across here. We don't need to be as high as we are here, and I pick up that camera just a little bit. And we got some power lines down there below us, so we definitely want to be aware of them. So then we'll turn around and we'll bring it out. I've still got 50% battery, so I'm going to take you on just a little bit of a circuitous route back here. So let's turn around, and there's those power lines again. We're well above them. And we're going to cross back behind that field that's behind Walmart. And let's just go straight over. We got the sun at our back now, so you can see there's still plenty of light left in the day. Even though the sun is nearly down, there's still plenty of light. How fast are we going? Let's see, we're at about 14 meters per second. That's, you know, that's over 30 miles an hour, roughly. So there must be a little bit of a headwind, because in sport mode, it should be going up to 16 meters per second. But the park you see off there in the distance in front of us is Keith Bird Memorial Park. I thought we'd go, or Keith Bird, it's not Memorial Park, but it is Keith Bird Park. Anyway, we'll go take a look at Keith Bird Park and see what's going on over there. And then we'll bring it back. And, you know, it wasn't just a few days ago I was flying through here and this was all covered in snow. Let's drop a little more altitude. Take a look at the park as we go by, and we're just going to go right over the top of it, and then we'll bring this guy around and bring it home. There's the park. I'm going to drop the camera down as we go. See if there's anything going on there. Just cute little neighborhood park here. I'm not, you know, I can't see anything going on in the FPV screen. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. And this, I can't remember the name of this community, 50 plus. Just, you know, not very long, a year and a half or 2 years ago, it was just an empty lot. Now it's full of a bunch of senior citizens. So, yeah, let's just turn, kind of make a sweeping turn here. And we can kind of go along the edge here without going over Chinden Boulevard there. And we can kind of look, what is this down here? I wondered what, oh, that's, it looks like a bank. Is that a key bank? Let's zoom in. That's exactly what it is. That's a key bank. Well, nothing too exciting about that. Let's pick that camera back up. I wondered what that was going to be. And, you know, obviously on the side here, we've got Costco. It looks like Costco's pretty busy this time of day. And then down below here, Dutch Brothers Coffee. If you haven't tried Dutch Brothers, you should. And Slim Chickens, man, that's some good chicken right there. I don't know what this thing is going to be right here. I have no idea what that is. I guess we'll find out soon enough. And then, of course, the Costco fuel pumps. And we'll go straight across here. And we'll bring this guy back towards the park. One of the things that that I wanted to look at, and the reason that we're, and that, I don't know if I said it earlier, that's Chinden Boulevard off to our left there. Anybody that's familiar with this area. But right here, right by this cell phone tower is a, and I've never really taken a good look at it, but it looks like a an RC car park. I believe that's what that is. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's a little RC car track. Looks like it's in need of a little maintenance, but still pretty cool. That looks like it's on private property, so must be just somebody's own private little setup that they made. And off in the distance, let's take a quick look at that. There's enough clouds you can't see it, but that's the Boise front. Off in the distance, you can barely see the mountains. And that is the Meridian LDS Temple, that big white building you see off in the center of the screen, upper center of the screen there. And yeah, let's bring this guy back. We are close. We're down to 29% battery. In fact, let's do a return to home. I'm going to do that on the controller.
Return to home.
And yeah, I'm not seeing our, I wonder if I turned off, I must have turned off our, gosh, I'm just looking for our green line on the way home. Our I don't know what happened to that, so we'll see. Got to be in the settings here. I'm trying to remember where where that setting is at to turn those on and off. Control settings, focus track, gimbal calibration, RC calibration. Nope. Yeah, I should have known that our home point wasn't there, so. Drone's almost down, so I'll worry about that in a second. Once we get it down, let's see if we can get a precision landing. But evidently, I must have turned off augmented reality, and in the heat of the moment, I forgot where to look for that in the app. But we'll find it. Looks like we're a little bit off of the pad. I'm just going to let it land. Well, I don't know. Why do that? I canceled it. Let's bring it over. We drop that camera down. Thought I was enabling cruise control. Yeah. Well, maybe it's well, we'll just do it the old manual way. So let's back it up here a little bit. We're right over the X. And pick that camera back up. In fact, let's go into settings here while we've got it sitting here. Control, subject scanning, gimbal calibration, stick mode, button customization. So yeah, I've got cruise control. Recenter I've got on the C2 button, so there's that. That's what I had wrong there. I was hitting C1 instead of C2. And let's go back. I want to find augmented reality. Let's go back into safety. Advanced return to home. AR settings. Gosh, how could I have missed that? And look, I had them all off. That's why it didn't work. So we're turning them all back on. Okay, so yeah, sorry. I just needed a moment to look. Let's look at that camera straight down, and look at that. We're looking right down at the H with the drone shadow there. We'll pick it back up, and let's put this bad boy into landing mode.
Landing.
Let me get everything shut down, and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, the Mini 4 Pro, I had a lot of fun there. It's the first time I've flown it. I think it's sunset. I believe it's probably the first time I've flown this drone at sunset. So it was the perfect opportunity to do that, that hyperlapse, putting it in course lock there. So I'm anxious. You guys will have already seen it. I'm anxious to see how that's going to look. Anyway, just a little bit of a flight there. I got a little confused on where the AR settings were, but we found those eventually. That's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one.